let me play that so that viewers know what you're talking about.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, it's a false flag.
False flag.
Yeah, false flag.
Somebody died and 2 people injured. What do you think about that?
False flag.
False flag.
I thought it was magnificently staged. It was professionally done.
Wait. Staged by who?
Oh, by Mr. Trump, of course.
I think this whole thing is staged.
No.
Please don't. We're so anti-Trump. I don't even want to.
Was it a bad thing, though? Was it a bad thing? Would you condemn it?
Oh, that he got shot at, of course.
Yeah,
Was it staged? Probably.
One person died in the crowd, 2 critically injured. What happened
It's a
there?
small price, but it wouldn't matter to Trump. Do you think he cares if people die for him to be elected? Put a little scratch on his ear, threw a little blood on his face.
Now, so you think that they planned from 130 yards away to shoot off the corner of his ear?
And they never shot off the corner of his ear. That was all done by the people hanging around him.
What about the father that died in the stand, as well as the others that were critically injured?
I don't know. I can't tell.
What would your reasoning is for saying that, or we have no reasoning? Just a feeling.
So, you know, they got all these people out here saying, oh, this is just, you know, Trump, you know, a publicity stunt by Donald Trump, right? And so, you know, oh, he threw blood on his ear and it was fake. So, you know, blah, blah, whatever, on and on and on, right? It's fake. He faked it. You know, the 2 people that got, you know, shot and killed, they fake. Everything, all of it is fake, right? Trump did it, you know, created a publicity stunt for votes or something like that, right? So, wait a minute, let me get this straight. So, he got all of the cops, Secret Service, you know, he got all the people in the stands. The guy is still alive that got killed, the 2 people, I think, or whatever, right? All that's fake. Right? And, I mean, all these people, you know, hundreds of people, it's all fake. And as much as they dislike Trump, the news media, they were all around. Nobody in the media saw anything fake. Et cetera, on and on, right? Now, that's cool. So let's talk. I want to address this because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this, particularly the Negro, right? And the guy in this interview, he said something. He said, we was like an inch, really, a half inch or an inch from, you know, Civil War. And let's just be honest, he was right. I mean, and it's not over. That's the problem. You see, he was right. I think his name is Patrick Bet David. This is a clip from a Piers Morgan interview with Patrick Bet David from the PBD. He's an Iranian anti-black from the PBD podcast, and so yeah. So you know, he said he made the statement. You know, we an inch, you know, from half an inch from Civil War, and he was right. You know, and then I look at all the Negroes, you know, yeah, that's right. They partying with these silly, you know, silly ass white folks are saying, right? The thing is, it was staged, but it was staged to kill him. It wasn't him staging it, you dumbasses. It was staged. Everybody even say that. But it wasn't. Smart people already know. It wasn't staged. He didn't stage it to fake a shooting it himself. It was staged by somebody else to get him. Right before the convention, the Republican convention. And so, you know, and I see all these, you know, black people. They like, yeah, they jumping on this bandwagon. You mofos are dumb as hell. Like, if you're a black person, you jumping on that bandwagon, you're a dumbass. Because it doesn't matter what you think. The point being, what the guy was saying, if let's say it was staged and they made a mistake and actually smoked him. For you, Negro, it wouldn't have made no motherfucking difference. The outcome for you would have been the same. Because they're going to scapegoat black people probably for this. It's a lady, her name Sister Carrie, she was talking about that. And I posted one of her videos where she talked about that. And I agree. Even Even Alex Jones said it. I'm sure he don't watch Sister Curry videos, right? I'm sure he don't know who the hell that is. And people might say, well, Alex Jones is insane. Alex Jones predicted 9/11. If you go back and look, it was him and a couple other people, but he was talking about 9/11, exactly how it happened, right? The people involved in everything, right before it happened. Down to the people involved in everything. I believe he even mentioned Osama bin Laden. And that's exactly how it played out. So he goes off on some crazy shit, and he's kind of an anti-black, but he does say some shit that's true. So you can't discount, even a broken clock is right once a day. You can't discount every single thing he says. Because the guy actually knows some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's not off his rocker, but that doesn't discount the fact that he's intelligent or he knows something. He may be even intuitive and intelligent and knows something. And what he said, he just did an interview, a podcast. I posted a clip of that too. He said the same thing. He said the same thing that I'm saying, that, but Sister Curry, the chick, she said she had a dream or whatever. And yeah, she said she had a dream, and they kind of like, they tried to scapegoat black people, and that's what's gonna happen. So it don't matter, people, it's a hoax or whatever. You better hope it's a hoax, particularly if you black. You better hope it's a fucking hoax. That's what you better hope. And if it was a hoax, you better hope damn sure don't nothing happen. You better hope if they have a hoax, nothing happens to him. Because if it does, they're gonna scapegoat the Negroes. That's the fucking problem. Not that it's a hoax or somebody's doing a hoax. Who the fuck cares? Your only concern, see, that's what when black people get caught up. It ain't about Republicans and Democrats if you black. And if you ain't figured that out, you're a stupid ass. When these people come at you, they ain't coming at you because you're a Republican or a Democrat. They coming at you because you black. When they come at you, on the street in America in this fake ass melting pot that's really a powder keg, they not gonna be coming at you, you know what I'm saying, on a Republican or Democrat. They're gonna come at you because you black. When they see you on the street and it's on and popping, they ain't gonna be looking at me saying, oh, you got on red for Republican, or do you got a MAGA hat on? They're gonna look at you and be like, that's a nigger right there, get him. Or her, or whatever. And they're gonna be saying it in different languages. Negro aquí, está aquí, right? Vamos. They're gonna be saying it in different languages. But it's gonna mean the same thing. And it's gonna mean kick your ass when they on sight, when they see you. I can't say it in Indian or, Asian or whatever. I don't know how to speak those languages, unfortunately. But, so if you a Negro and you worried about, Republican, Democrat, hoax, Donald Trump hoax, assassination, whatever. You better hope nothing don't happen to him, and it is a hoax, and nothing don't happen. That's what you should be hoping. Stupid. Because if it was a hoax and let's say they made a mistake and killed him, your ass they're gonna drop a hammer on black people. You're gonna be, you think shit rough now. They're gonna take your ass back to 1920. Some motherfucking way. Might be 1850. Who knows? How this thing gonna, pan out. It ain't gonna be no joke though. It ain't gonna be no joke. All that, all that wasting time. You wasting time focusing your energy on stupid shit like, should I be a Republican or a Democrat? You don't give a fuck about the policy for you and your children or your grandchildren or your grandmother or nobody, grandfather. You thinking about what party you should be in. You just want to be part of a Republican or Democrat party. Mind you, they don't have nothing for you. No policy for you. They tell you, we're going to come up with something that float all boats. We're gonna come up with a wave policy, wave that'll float all boats, and you can be a part of it, nigga. Right? Just hang in there. Just hang with me. While they give $15 billion a year to Israel, an apartheid state, and $60 billion to a bunch of Nazis in Ukraine. But you hang in there. You just hang in there, ninja. Just hang in there with us, you ninja. And I'm telling you, shine our shoes and hang in there, and something gonna come for you. We're gonna float all the boats. While they come up with DACA for, Hispanics, same-sex marriage for gay people. They got something for specific groups. But when they come to your black ass, well, just hang in there. We got nothing, but we're gonna come up with something to float all boats. You gotta try to get in on it. Get it before it's gone. And you buying that shit. You buying that shit while you sinking to the bottom. Under Obama, you sunk faster than any group probably in the United States. So a black man, ability to vote, nothing helps the Negro. Republican, Democrat, nothing helps the Negro. That shit over with. Your political capital has been squandered. It's over with. They don't want your money. Your money is no good here. But you not concerned with the nitty gritty, the getting down to brass tacks, right? The balls and strikes. You worrying about the dumbest shit you can figure out. Donald Trump faked, he faked publicity stunt and tried, fake the assassination. I want to be a Democrat or a Republican. I want to be a Republican. I mean, all this shit that really, at the end of the day, it's just political theater and it's social theater. It's nothing that's going to advance you as a family or group or community or whatever. But then they're going to tell you about individual achievement. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to get a policy individually. Right? The Israelis, the Jews, whatever, they're not working individually. But they tell you that. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap. And then they rob you for your bootstrap, your boots and shit. But the Negro, the ninjas out here, they worried about, being a Democrat or being a Republican. They ain't fucking you over because you're a Democrat or a Republican. They fucking you over because you black. Whatever, so-called black or whatever that's supposed to mean. In America, in the shithole, shithole melting pot that's really a powder keg called America. And you lapping that shit up. Using your mental, and energy on a bunch of bullshit while you 1 inch away from, getting the shit hammered out of you. Because they are going to. And this ain't over. You're 1 inch away, like the dude said. You 1 inch away from your life being turned into a fucking nightmare. Go look at the Gaza Strip. Go look at Somalia. Go look at Honduras, El Salvador, during these wars in these places. Go look at Libya. Go look at whatever you gotta look at to get yourself into a reality mode. I don't watch the news. I have some cousins. I don't watch the news. Do you watch documentaries? Do you read any books? What do you do? I don't got time for that. You're going to have a lot of time soon. You have a lot of time soon. If something was to happen to that dude, and none of that shit would help you. If something would have happened to him, you 1 inch away from your whole fucking life being turned into a living hell. 1 fucking inch from your life being turned into a fucking living hell. As if it's not already bad enough. Right? You got Bill Maher and Ben Shapiro, these people talking shit to you on TV. About how it ain't no such thing as racism, it ain't that bad. Okay, hold that, keep that same energy. Because if you 1 inch from your whole life and your life of all the people you know being turned to shit overnight. As it is not bad enough as it is. Right? Being made even worse than it already is. And maybe that's what needs to happen. You know, I told the dude that he was like, nah, man, nah. I'm like, maybe that's what needs to happen to. So fuck it. I mean, these Negroes are out of their fucking mind, man. Maybe it just needs to happen so that they can get introduced to reality. And it ain't about being a Democrat or being a Republican. It ain't about Donald Trump faked his own assassination. 1 fucking inch from your whole life being totally different overnight. Over fucking night. That's how fast that shit would have happened. It would be safe to say if you black, it wouldn't be safe outside. It doesn't matter. He said, well, it was a white Republican 20-year-old kid who, let's say who did it. That shit wouldn't have mattered. Did it matter to Emmett Till that he never did anything when they found him at the bottom of that river? You in America, you stupid asses. Did that shit matter to Emmett Till? Did it matter in Black Wall Street? Did it matter in Rosewood? Did it matter when the Irish people didn't want to fight the Civil War because they don't like ninjas? So they hung 300 black people. They got mad and hung 300 black people from the light poles in New York City. Beat them, killed them, and hung them from light pole. 300 black people in New York City. Because they was angry. They didn't want to fight in the Civil War or whatever. So they took. Did that matter then? Did it matter that the black people really didn't do anything, didn't start the Civil War or have anything really to do with it, other than the fact that they were slaves or trying to escape slavery or whatever? No, it didn't. You stupid as shit. Talk about detached from fucking reality and about to get a reality check. I don't know what the fuck y'all eat. Y'all gotta stop eating these GMO foods. It's making y'all motherfuckers brain dead. You gotta stop watching BET and eating GMO foods. You about to be dog food out this motherfucker. That's the only food you gonna be seeing. And that's what you gonna be. Dog food. Get fed to some fucking dogs. Like during slavery. Because you worried about being a Democrat or being a Republican and not getting anything and just hanging around, whites and Mexicans and Indians and all these motherfuckers, and you're not really getting anything, you know what I'm saying, but a knife in your back and, rubbed on your head. Maybe you getting smashed, impregnated or something. Who knows? And you're not even getting anything. And you 1 inch away from whatever you getting or whatever you got being over with. And then what? And then what? You think they don't give a shit about you now? Excuse me. What do you think they're going to do when that shit go down? Because once it goes down, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. Once it goes down, the dollar is finished. And so as soon as this little scene play out in this movie, Biden's gone, Kamala in, Trump's gone, which that's the way it's gonna happen. Once this whole little scene play out, it's game over for you if you black. The dollar is gonna, first of all, you're gonna get an economic crash. All of that shit. If I'm lying, all you gotta do watch the economy. As each of these pins fall, watch what happens to the economy. Watch it get worse. Stock market, all that shit get worse and worse. The economy start getting worse and worse in a lot of sectors. Biden out, stock market down. Kamala Harris in, stock market down. That whole thing. Boom, Trump out, right? Kaboom. Trump is out. You feel me? This time, all the Negroes that was screaming publicity stunt is standing around with their remote on their TV in their hand. This ain't over with. Now what? Now what do you do? Right? Now now let's just say, right, let's just say something else happened. And it's that's it. Kamala Harris in, she's running, Trump out, kaboom, something like that. I don't know, bada bing, bada bing. The whole economy at that point is gonna start crashing. Stock markets, all that, dollar, everything. That's gonna be coupled with it'll be safe to say it ain't safe for you outside. As that all of that's going on, right? Now what? Now you worried about being a Democrat or Republican? You worried about you still worried about a hoax? Okay, it ain't no hoax now. Now what? Now what do you do? Because it, like I said, it don't fucking matter. It's not gonna fucking matter at that point, right? You gonna go from a shit storm to a storm of shit. That's what's gonna happen, and you wasted your fucking time and energy over the past, I don't know, 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, 2 months, whatever, talking about, oh, Donald Trump is a hoax, hoax himself and running hoaxes. A Democrat, Joe Biden, Republican, whatever, you know, all that bullshit. And now you in the middle of a shitstorm. The economy crashing, political turmoil, the elections in turmoil. Shit outside is heating up. Everywhere you go, shit popping off. Brat, brat, brat. Bop, 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 bop. Brat, brat, brat. Take that, take that, take that. Right? That's all that shit popping off everywhere. Then what? You sitting around, you haven't, prepared. You just dumb as fuck. Just like, yeah, man, I told you it was a hoax. What? Huh? Oh, say what? Oh, that happened? This happened? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. What am I do? Exactly. Right? What am I do now? Now you going to burn. That's all. Ain't a whole lot to that. When you realize that ain't nobody fucking playing but you, Negroes. You ninjas running around here fucking around playing. Worried about everything except what you should be concerned with. Because the inevitable is about to take place. And none of that shit that you thought was important is going to be important after the inevitable. This is none of it. Nothing that you consider important will be relevant after November. Nothing. Not the NBA stats, the football stats. I mean, I don't know, whatever, frivolous shit that, I like sports or whatever, whatever, but still, none of that shit will even be a close second. None of it will be even a close second. To the impending problems of and threats and danger that you'll be facing right in your own community. Not only from people that's looking for somebody to scapegoat, black people particularly, but from disenfranchised people right in your community as these situations get out of hand. And crime and deterioration in society. Till you caught between a rock and a hard place, but you wasted your time, It's like Bruce Banner told him in Bruce Banner told him in Avengers. He said, oh yeah, Tony Stark told Iron Man told him. I don't talk to him. He said, yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. Me me and Cat, we mad at each other. We don't speak no more. He told him, he looked at him, told him some real shit. He said, yo, listen, it don't matter who you speaking to and who you don't. Thanos is coming. He destroys whole planets, wipes out half of populations. All that shit you talking about don't matter. You better do something. You better get your shit together. Thanos is coming. And that, you know, that's a hell of a scene, and that's true, right? You better get your shit together. Thanos is coming. It doesn't matter. That shit you talking about doesn't matter. You're in imminent danger. You know what I mean? You got, I'm going to say this and go for real, but man, you got 20 million probably illegal immigrants in the United States. If this shit gets destabilized, what do you think they're going to do? Because they damn sure ain't going to go into white neighborhoods and start no shit. That's for certain. Where do you think they're going first? I mean, so you got all kinds of problems if you black. Worrying about being a Democrat Republican right now, and Donald Trump is faking, you know, has fake, assassination. I mean, you really got time to be thinking about shit like that? Like, that's what you spend your time thinking about, like, in an unserious way? Like, not even in a your analysis is even fucked up and dumb. You haven't even figured out that it wasn't him. It was other people trying to get him. So you got a dumbass analysis overall, and that's the shit you wasting your time on. And when the situation really become evident to you, you squander all your time and effort just focusing on stupid shit. Right? Drake ain't gonna be able to help you because Drake, his mansion flooded. You see, it don't matter how much money and fame you got, you're not immune from what's about to happen. So Drake can't help you. He might be underwater in his mansion. Sexy Red can't help you. Right? Obama not gonna be able to help you. I mean, if you can't figure it out, you know, you can't figure it out, you're gonna be basically on your own. So if you knowing that, you figure, well, do you really have time to squander worrying about shit that's not going to really profit you in the end? And you still, no matter, just like people say, oh, prepare for the worst. You can prepare for the worst. That doesn't mean it's going, you're going to make it. But it's way, way better than worrying about a bunch of bullshit and squandering your time. But anyway, that's all I got.